Hello YouTube, this is Let's Talk Horror, and welcome back to another video. Okay guys, so today what I want to talk about is the big news reported from Deadline that Miramax has officially acquired the television rights to the Halloween franchise from Trancas International, and that essentially a Halloween TV series is in development, and that the bidding war is over. Okay, the bidding war is over, and I want to go on a little bit of a rant after I read the key points of this article to you, and of course I'll link it in the description if you want to read it yourself. But anyway, I want to go on this, I don't want to say rant. I shouldn't say rant because I'm not fuming with anger or anything, but this is a learning lesson for all of us. I'll just say that. But let me read this this article and get to the key points and whatever, and then we'll discuss. Okay, so I have the Deadline article up here. The headline is Miramax lands Halloween TV rights in broad agreement with Trancas, plots cinematic universe. Exclusive. After a heated bidding war, Miramax has scored the television rights to the hugely popular Halloween franchise, which are controlled by Trancas International Films, run by Malik Akkad. Miramax Television has signed a wide-ranging deal with Trancas to develop and co-produce a Halloween TV series, which also includes a first-look agreement on other television projects for the international marketplace. The new Halloween series is envisioned to potentially launch a cinematic universe spanning film and television. Miramax's head of global TV, Mark Helwig, will be overseeing the franchise creatively in close collaboration with Akkad. Okay, so those are the big points already. A lot of people are taking that to mean we are going to get a whole Halloween cinematic universe. Let me just get to my quick points. My thoughts. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I have said it before. I'll say it again, and I pretty much covered this in my video last week, that I was not a huge fan of A24 getting the rights. At the least, I had very mixed feelings. And all signs pointed to A24 getting the rights to a Halloween TV series. There had even been a report out from, I think it was The Wrap earlier this week, that A24 had behind the scenes acknowledged that, we need to start dabbling in these more established franchises a little bit more, and we need to get more action and horror franchises a little bit more, because they had lost a lot of money on some of their films, because the strategy they had taken over their first decade of existence, they are a little over a decade old, was a very risky and very rewarding one. They had taken on more independent feeling, artistic films and had stuck mostly to original content. And as good as some of that has been, it's also a very risky strategy, and they had lost money on some recent releases. So they were trying to now dabble in more established franchises like Friday the 13th and like Halloween if they were going to survive. So that was the reporting. All signs seem to point to Halloween going to A24, and now it's Miramax, and so I'm happy about that. I know not everyone is. I'll admit I was pretty curious myself, at the very least curious and intrigued by what A24 would do, but as I said in my last video, I was concerned that we were going to get a Rob Zombie Halloween 2 like Halloween movie or Halloween show, and I was not a huge fan of that. The one area where I thought they could do well was Season of the Witch, and I would have been intrigued to see what they would have done with that, but Miramax can still do its Season of the Witch sequel or reboot or TV show or whatever, so it's okay. Yes, I would have been intrigued. Yes, in some ways it would have been an intriguing matchup, but I'm kind of glad that Halloween is and a Halloween TV show is still sticking with a property and with a studio that knows it best, and I'm happy about that. All in all, this seems like pretty good news to me. I know some people are disappointed that it's not going to A24. I'm mostly happy that it's going to Miramax and it's sticking with, again, a property and a studio that is familiar with it and that knows the franchise and stuff. Yeah, that's essentially my thoughts on it. We don't know much of anything outside of that it's going to Miramax and that maybe this whole cinematic universe is happening. So I'm just going to end this video on a little bit of again, I don't want to say a rant, but it was annoying. And there was another part of this story, guys. So somehow the report was going around that A24 had not only won the bidding war for the Halloween TV rights, but they had won the bidding war for film rights too, and the rights were completely in their hands, and everyone was freaking out. And I saw fans freaking out about this, taking, screaming it from the rooftops. The streets were in chaos, and I saw a lot of content creators go forward. And when I opened my phone and saw this for the first time today, I looked it up and I saw that it was multiple Twitter scoopers. I simply Googled Halloween A24, and not a single reputable official news outlet or news source had picked it up. This rumor had come from, and I say this loosely, reporting from these Twitter quote-unquote scoopers. And just let this be a lesson to anyone, guys. I have nothing against you if you were a fan or even a content creator like myself and had taken this and run with it, but there's a reason I didn't jump on and make a video about it like a lot of people did, is I decided when I didn't see an official source reporting this, like a Bloody Disgusting or like a Deadline in this case, I was going to wait until that official source reported it, and which is why I'm making a video about this. The whole A24 acquiring the film and television rights, it was complete BS. And just my piece of advice for some people is don't take what these Twitter scoopers quote-unquote report as gospel, and just wait for an official source like Bloody Disgusting next time. And I have nothing against those Twitter scoopers personally or really in any other form, but the whole Paramount stuff should have taught a lot of people to not take everything they say as gospel. And if you don't know, when Bloody Disgusting broke the initial story last week, the latest scoop from a lot of these Twitter accounts was, oh my God, Paramount is the front runner, and Paramount is ready to outbid anyone for the rights, and oh my goodness, they're going to be tough to beat, and they already even have a Season of the Witch 6-episode TV series planned for Paramount Plus, and again, fans took that to mean that the rights were going to Paramount, and it was all bullshit. So we should have taken that situation as a learning lesson, and I hope people, and I hope fans, and I hope other content creators, with all due respect, take this as a learning lesson to just wait for the official source. Guys, I get it. It's hard. I get it. We all want to be the first to scoop something. We all want to be first to something. Next time, let's just make sure we're right. And that's my piece of advice. The whole story turned out to be bullshit. You got a lot of people excited for nothing. And it just annoyed me how quickly people took this story and ran with it based on reporting of some Twitter accounts and no official outlet had picked up. And I'm just here to say there is nothing wrong with waiting until the official outlets pick up on this stuff, pick up on this information. Don't worry about being first, worry about being right. So, I don't know, it just annoyed me, and it felt like I had to get something off my chest. That's today's video, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. The Halloween rights are going to Miramax, not A24. Excited to see where this goes. It sounds like we are getting Halloween, not only a Halloween movie, but a Halloween TV series in the near future. Yeah, we won't have to wait a decade like we had to after the Rob Zombie movies ended, and that's great. So thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you guys later. Take care.